Hey, can we talk a little bit about how we wrote this song? James, how you doing, man?
Yes. Doing good.
How did we write this song? How did it come about? I'm trying to remember.
Man, so I think I had those verses. Started off with that. I'm dancing in valleys, places of defeat, walking, or what is the what's the verse?
Walking on dry bones.
I was right, walking on dry bones. This whole idea of, as believers, thriving in places that we probably shouldn't be thriving in. And, if as believers, sometimes we have people say, how are you so happy all the time? And it's not that our lives are perfect, it's just that we're not subject to the circumstances of our life. We stand above it because of the victory that we carry. We're more than conquerors. So I showed it to BJ, and
we tried forever and ever to write a good chorus, and everything just, sometimes when you're writing up-tempo songs, it's like, that's cheesy, that's cheesy, that's cheesy. And it seems like everything we were throwing at it was cheesy. And I think we met in the studio one day, and I had read Romans 8, and I was like, man, this may sound cheesy, and it's old school, like talking about being more than a conqueror. We started singing, and it just felt right. Sometimes you just got to go with it and see if it works. And it worked, and it stuck, and then you kind of had like this little idea for the bridge, and that's how the bridge came about, right?
Yeah, we were. The bridge was like the final piece that we just couldn't nail, and we were in the studio again another day. That's another tip for you songwriters. You don't nail it always on the first try. It takes like digging and digging and digging. But yeah, that little line came, if it's under your feet, then it's under mine too. And we were like, oh my gosh, that's hot.
Yeah.
And seriously though. And we ran with that. But I love this idea of more than conquerors. And when I first heard this chorus, I'm like, man, I just hear people singing that, like churches all over the place. And that's what's been so cool about this song already, is seeing churches grab onto it. And it's just, one, it's a fast song, which I love because there's not many of those floating around right now. And it carries a tone of just victory. And
yeah, I mean, declaring, that we're more than conquerors. It builds faith. And I think every time we've done it on a Sunday, man, the place goes bananas. And so there's something cool about declaring it, man. I'm more than a conqueror. And if it's under your feet, it's under mine too. So that's more than a conqueror.
There it is. Yeah.